Let's go back to 1990, shall we? Young artist by the name of Rob Liefeld is drawing New Mutants, and he comes up with a fellow named Cable. Time traveler from the future. Soldier from the future. So, what does Marvel do? Less than a couple years later, they come up with a brand new warrior from the future, Bishop, for the X-Men. That's right. Going back to the well, so why not? So, obviously, you know, today's review in the Nerd Room is going to be Bishop, the last figure in the Sauron series, right? So, I'm really excited about this because, you know, I had the figure that was actually the quick draw Bishop from the 90s. So, I want to see how this guy looks, see how, you know, posable and whatnot he is. So, I'll shut up. Thank you guys for watching the video, and we'll do the review. Should be a lot of fun. Let's see how it goes. Okay, guys, so obviously this is Bishop from the Sauron series. It's the last figure in the Sauron wave. He comes from 80 years in the future, chasing after a criminal named Trevor Fitzroy, who's going to create a bunch of Mega Sentinels or whatever. So, and of course he stays. So, anyways, here's a figure. Talk a little about him. He has mutant power where if you hit him with some kind of energy, he can channel the energy and fire it back at you. Usually he uses a gun, more or less, to channel the energy through. So he obviously doesn't load the energy, the gun per se. But, you know, he funnels the energy through the gun, so before it blasts you with it. And you got the Sauron wing in the background. So, take a tour around the box. Nice art on the side with Bishop just standing, looking real intense. Another picture of the back of the figure. So let's take a look at the text. On the advice of his grandmother, Alpha Mutant Bishop seeks out the X-Men and uses energy conversion and concussive blasts to join the ranks of the heroes of legend. So his grandmother says, go back in time and go help the X-Men find Fitzroy. Anyways, we've already done every other figure. If you guys, I'll probably put a link at the end of this video to the playlist, so you can, if you haven't seen any of these, you can probably find them. And another picture of Bishop on the side. Back to the front, the Sauron Build-A-Figure on the top. The X-Men X logo on the top there. Legends on the top there. Bishop and X-Men on the bottom. So that's your box, guys. We'll tear right into it and take a tour around the figure, shall we? Okay, guys, so we have Bishop from the early 90s design, looking very cool. Obviously, from the early 90s, he has the mullet, obviously. Business on the top, party in the back. And the uniform based on the very early designs from the 1990s. He has the symbols from when he was the member of the futuristic XSE, I guess, the Mutant Police Force, I guess you could call it. So obviously, yeah, very cool, likable design with the yellows and blues. Has a holster for his gun, obviously, and he doesn't come with any other hands, so he can just fire the gun, right? So yeah, it was more like going back to the well and trying to replicate the success they had with Cable, with another guy. Yeah, I guess you could say yes or no, maybe. I guess. Didn't really get the stratospheric success of Cable, but so he was pretty popular. And the figure comes with the last piece of the Sauron wave, the right arm. So look forward to doing that on the next video. So anyways, let's talk Bishop's articulation, shall we? He's got a little wobble there, but his head goes back that far. The mullet won't let him go further, but he can bend forward. Spin all the way around. Watch his scarf there, or ascot, whatever you want to call it. So arm goes up that far, but it goes all the way around. Bicep rotation. Double joint on the elbow. Wrist rotation and back and forth. Bishop's diaphragm goes back that far. Goes forward that far. And rotation at the waist. His legs go apart that far. Go forward and back that far. Rotation at the thigh. Double joint on the knee. Rotation at the calf. And the angle pivot and back and forth. So let's see about getting him some poses, shall we? See how cool he might look. Stick his head straight up. So he's looking at you. Okay guys, so I try to get these figures in the most extreme poses I can. So obviously I try to work with the gun, get him in a pose where he's trying to reach out and fire the gun as far as he can. What do you guys think? You guys like the pose? You don't? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, so here I just try to get him in a simple running type pose. Obviously just holding the gun, running in whatever, or running at whatever. What do you guys think about that? I usually find it's the simplest poses that look the best, but that's just me. And here, naturally, when usually I try with a gun, try to get him into one of those John Woo like jumping poses, obviously jumping with a gun. What do you guys think? Does that look cool? Does it not look cool? Let me know. I did comment, so I'd like to know if I'm doing a good job or a crappy job. So let me know in the comments below. Okay, so along with Bishop, I got 3 other figures I have from like the recent bunch of Marvel Legends that they've, put towards the 1990s line. So obviously you have the Nathan boys, Scott and his son Nathan in the back, and Wolverine in the front. Bishop himself measures out to about 6 3/4 inches, so he's kind of tall. So yeah, we're going to try to get some more X figures in the near future and see how well the 90s collection expands. Okay guys, so that is the Bishop from the early 90s, from the Sauron wave, from the latest wave of Marvel Legends. What do you guys think? Did you guys like this figure? Is this a figure you want to get, or do you want to stick with the old Toy Biz version? Let me know in the comments below. So I like it a lot, It's a little nostalgic for me. Obviously, I started back up in the early 90s with toy collecting, or early to mid 90s. So that's when the original X-Men line came out, so I collected a lot of those. But, we'll talk about that maybe down the line. So, I got a lot of sentimentality towards that. But, if you don't want the X-Men, don't get it. But if you are collecting the X-Men, you want to collect, say, the 90s designs, why not pick them up? Excellent addition to the collection. It's going to look pretty cool. So, Bishop is the last figure in the Sauron wave. Very sad about that, as usual with these. But, since he's the end of a wave, we have classic parts. So the next video, it's going to be a build video. So that should be pretty cool, right? It's going to be this guy. It's going to be Sauron. We'll talk about him a little bit during the video, so it should be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. I've heard nothing but great things about this figure, so I'm looking forward to the build. I'm looking forward to the review. I'm looking forward to talking about the character. So anyways, thank you for watching this video, this review. If you guys haven't, seen the other reviews for the Sauron wave, I'm sticking it at the end, link at the end of this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Supporting the channel a little bit, pretty cool. If you guys like what I'm doing, please hit that like button. If you don't, hit that dislike button. That's fine. At least you're watching, right? And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, why not? You're just watching these videos anyway, so make everything easier on everyone. So I will say thank you one last time, and we'll see you next time on the build.